How's it going? Man, I hope you guys are okay. I want to give you a big hand for hanging in there because it has been crazy, absolutely crazy, you know, and I know it takes a lot just to go ahead. My brains are a little bit scrambled. I think everybody else is kind of like that too, but we're going to try to do a little bit of something today. I think what I'm going to try to do is a little bit of a leg emphasis first, a little bit of get your blood flowing, and then we'll see where we go. And I'll probably cut the segments that we can get into the upper body stuff. That way you have a choice of hanging in or not. Just remember when you're doing the video, a couple of things. Always be mindful of your body, okay? If you have shoulder, neck, back issues, be mindful of that. Every day is different. You might have good days and bad days. Feel free to modify. If I'm using weights or bowls or bands and that's not something for you, that's fine. Might be a good idea to watch the video first and then try it. Maybe without weights first and then with weights or what have you, okay? Rewind, which is the beauty of videos. You can always rewind, slow it down, and enjoy. Thank you. I'm going to turn the music up a little first, okay? So as far as weights are concerned, before we get going and things like that, I use a ball between the knees just for spacing issues and alignment issues. That's an option for you, whether you'd like to do that or not, okay? As far as the weights that we're going to use, they won't be heavy, it'll be light. And it's not going to be so much about getting into the muscles per se that are not proximal, that are distal, okay? But we're going to use the lighter weights to get your body to stabilize the muscles that actually attach your limbs to the body, okay, and the upper body particularly. You've got lots of options, okay? Everything from cans of beans, weighted balls, and then your typical dumbbells, okay? I do not have shoes on. If you feel comfortable putting shoes on so that you don't drop these on your tootsies, that's not a bad idea, okay? But I just like to feel into the floor. Hopefully I won't drop them. Cool beans. Oh God, I didn't get it, right? All right, good. Hang on, let's go. So I'm putting the ball between my knees again, just to get the hip distalized. And I'll turn a little bit sideways so you can kind of see from the front and the side at the same time. You're going to draw that hipster belt in, slide that tailbone down to that invisible line between the heels. Let's take the hands to the front of the shoulders, start the elbows forward, reach the elbows away, and back down. And again, don't worry too much about anything else here, just breathe. That's enough right now, right? Draw the rib cage a little bit, feel the length, not from the top of the head, the forehead, but think of that samurai top. Now we're going to do 2 more here. We're going to do 1 more here. And then we're going to start to scoop the belly button, rounding down by letting the top of the head drop, keeping the weight forward on the feet, drawing that belly button. At the bottom of that, give me a soft bend. Keep that hipster belt engaged, okay? Press into the floor of the leg. Shake out your head if you need to. And press. We're going to roll it up slowly. Take a breath at the top, roll out those shoulder blades. Let's do that 1 more time, okay? Leading down at the top of the head, draw the rib cage in, draw the hipster belt, and keep the weight forward on the feet. Relax the head and the neck. At the bottom of that roll, whenever you're there, even if you can't get to the bottom, put your hands to your leg. Soft bend in the knees, keep the heels on the floor. Again, shake out the head and neck. Squeeze into the ball, lie like you have one there. Scoop the hipster belt and slide that tailbone down to the invisible line between the heels. You're going to watch it change. You're going to hinge in the hips. Reach the chest forward. Reach the tailbone back. Lengthening the spine down. Small bend of the knees. And lengthen. Scoop the belly button out. It's as if you have an invisible block that's about shoulder width apart. The elbows are going to reach up. Draw the rib cage in so we're not leaning back. Okay, arms push out. Reach forward the chest, out the tailbone. Get the stretch of the back of the leg. Soften with the knees. Keep the hipster belt in. As we scoop to roll it up to the spine, holding your invisible block, right? Arms are going to go up, draw the rib cage and push the walls away. Again, chest reaches forward, tailbone reaches back, arms and head are down. Scoop, please. It should feel really good. And lengthen. Scoop the belly button in as you slide that tailbone down, holding your invisible block, shoulders stay down. This time, right arm pushes back, draw that rib cage in. Okay, arms come up, and again, reach forward the chest, down the tailbone, arms and head are down. Give me a scoop there. I'm going to turn the other way so you can see, right? As you roll it up to the spine, slide that tailbone down. Hold your invisible block. Arms go up. Lengthen without hiking the shoulders up to the ears. As the left arm goes back, think of that left shoulder blade down its back. Draw that rib cage and arms up. Push the walls away. Arm and head down. Scoop plie. And lengthen. Scoop the belly button. Roll it up to the spine. You'll get the side of your hair. Hold that block. Right arm goes back. Push down that armpit. And push the walls away. One more. Chest reaches forward, tailbone reaches back, arms and head are down. Scoop plie, relax head and neck, and lengthen. Scoop to slowly roll it up to the spine. The invisible block goes up. Left arm goes back, push down the armpit, draw that rib cage in. Nice. All right, so now I'm going to take a focus here, straight ahead. And my arms are sliding parallel to the floor. The palms are down. I'm going to turn forward just so you can see that, right? Shoulders down, out of the ears. All right. So we're going to take this now. And we start to slide it across the body. Take the tension out of the neck. You have to lower the arms a little bit, go right ahead. If the hips start to turn a little bit, that's fine. Keep the hipster belt, and it's just to work the upper back a little bit, open things up a little bit. Good, we're gonna do 2 more here. Right arm reaches back, right? The left arm still reaches forward. Let's do 1 more here. Arms are reaching forward. Now, both arms, okay? You can take the feet a little bit hip distance apart here. And as the elbows reach back, if you start to feel any tension in the shoulder, you're going to watch me for a second. Palms go up, elbows go down. We're going to start to alternate here. Palms come up, elbows down. And then as the elbows lift, the palms are down, okay? We're going to do 2 more here. We're going to draw the hipster belt, and we're going to use these movements later when we start to add the weights. So it's kind of a good idea to get this into your body. Hold that last one, and the arms are parallel to the knees, okay? To the thigh. The hipster belt is drawn in. And again, we're going to take that diagonal and forward. And again, elbow leads, extend from the elbow. Now, a lot of us are going to have issues with the shoulders and the neck where the movement might be limited, so I don't want you to force it. If you can't get the arm way back, it's not the end of the world, and maybe it's slightly out to the side. Okay, if you're straining with your neck to turn, you don't want to turn this into a Linda Blair thing, by the way. Okay, keep the chin tucked in, maybe just the eyes go, that's fine. We just want to think about opening up the upper back. Just make sure you join that rib cage in. We're going to do 2 more. All right, beautiful. Let's do 1 more. Okay, and then as the right elbow comes back, we hold it there. That beautiful line from one arm to the other, okay? I'm going to start to take that left arm as if we're reaching for something at the floor. And then as we start to stand up, we're standing in a nice vertical posture here, okay? The right arm is reaching. We're going to do this in a minute with our cans of beans. And the next one, push into the floor, open up the hips. 2 more times. Our arms are reaching away from each other, so this one's just not hanging there. All right, going to get that vertical position. I'm going to turn front to you so you can see it 1 more time. All right, draw the rib cage in. Watch the alignment of the knees. That's why I like the bowl there. All right, roll it out. Same thing on the other side. So we're going to start at the diagonal here, right? And up. Now, as the seat goes back, you've got to draw the hipster belts in. There's really a lot of good work here in that shoulder area. We have to pull the shoulder blade down into the back, okay? Draw that rib cage in so that we're not hyperextending. We're going to do 1 more here. Bring it back up. Roll out the shoulder. Now come the beans. Okay, you can use your weights if you want to. I'm going to get the ball out of the way because we're just going to transition later. Couldn't make up my mind today. Pink and red, cool beans. All right, right here. So as we row, okay, I'm in a diagonal position. Now the elbows are floating. Notice the arms are parallel to the thighs. The hipster belt is drawn in. You've got a choice here of taking the feet hip distance apart, which is totally awesome, okay? Good, 4 more, give me 4. All right, yeah. Oh, as we stand up, all right, what we're gonna do here, we get a little bit of a squat action going here. And pull, press with the heels, okay? So slight vertical position is fine. You can also do this in a slight, when you stand up tall, nice and straight, okay? Good, 1 pulse here, right? And as the elbows drop and the palms are forward, we're going to take a nice vertical position to open up the hips, okay? And exhale 3. And exhale 2. 1 more. Good, all right. And next one, here come the cans of beans. You're going to take the knees together, like you're going to put one on the ground, but you're going to put one on the shelf at the same time. All right. Oh no, you changed your mind. Good. Try to be aware of what's going on in the lower part of the body, okay? Remember, you don't have to strain the neck. Good, all right. That right knee wants to pull back, right? Okay, so let's do one more here. Scoop the belly button, hands on the thighs, roll it up the spine. And these are very light, by the way. They're not 10 pounds, okay? Holding this position is a lot of work for the legs. So this hand can go down like you're putting it on the floor. This one's going up to the, now remember, your shelf does not have to be behind you. It could be slightly out to the side. So notice that I changed the angle from this view, right? So I'm out here. If there's limitations with the shoulders rather than back here, okay? Good, we're gonna do one more here. Good, all right, nice. So inhale, arch, and rest your hand in the right. Don't drop your beans, and arch, and exhale, scoop. Let the lower back rest, chest and heart are reaching forward, elbows and tailbone reaching back. And exhale, roll. We're gonna turn the legs into a nice parallel position if they're not there already. The arms are reaching behind you as if you're trying to put your beans down on the floor behind you, okay? The other option here is to take the beans and try to put them on the floor behind your heels and between the legs, okay? Keep going. You wanna make sure that you're not wobbling the knees out like this, okay? So this is a difficult thing to do, which some people may have difficulty with. Keep the arms out of the side of the legs. 3 times down, right here, give me 3. Chest up, fire through your heels, open up your hips, 3 and 2 and 1, and exhale up, good, 3 and 2. Another alternate position for the arms, 3, keep going, 2, cross your elbows right here, and a 3. Rest your beans on your shoulders. As you float the elbows up, keep the shoulders down out of the ears. And up, 2 more, and 3, 2, and exhale up, 1 more. Good, all right, so step forward and back. You're holding your bean to the front of your shoulders. As you step forward, you're just striking with the heel and push back. It's a very short step, okay? The body stays vertical. I think a lot of times what you want to think about is perhaps like the back knee is almost going to kneel on the floor, but it doesn't quite, okay? Good, and you can either strike with the heel or step toe ball heel on the front foot, okay? And up, good, diagonal, as you go diagonally forward and back. I'm going slowly first and back. Keep the hips or belts engaged. And back. Let's do one more on this side. Now we go out to the side, okay? Elbows are pulling back to your hips. Chest, heart, reach forward. The body's hinging forward from the hips, but the spine stays on. I'll show you from the side, right? And you're directly stepping out to the side. One more. Then you're going to step up diagonally back behind you. The front leg stays relatively straight. You'll get a nice little stretch of the leg. You want to be careful, though, about the alignment of the knee and foot on the back leg. Let's do one more here, okay? Toe ball heel, or, yeah, stepping straight behind you. And again, like you're going to kneel on something. And this movement is very vertical with the reverse lunges. We talked about the alignment on other videos where the knee stays over the ankle and you're driving through the heel on that front leg. All right, now as you go back on a diagonal, squeeze your thighs together and out. You want to keep the body vertical, okay? Draw the belly button in. Good, that's it, nice. Keep the body square to the knee. Use your legs, keep the core engaged. On a forward diagonal, right leg goes forward, out to your left corner, and back. That'd be your left leg, wouldn't it? Toe ball heel, and back. Good, so it's either heel toe or toe ball heel, and back. Feel the awareness of your feet connecting into the floor. All right, back to the front tempo right here. So strike, push back, and draw the hips or belt in. You want to try to keep the body vertical. Right, now if the music's too fast, you're going to go at your own pace. We're going to do one more here. Nice, then we're going to go on a diagonal forward, okay? Forward and back. Keep the body vertical. And back, like you're trying to sneak up on something. Right, don't slip on your rug. And back, that was a close call. And back. Good, remember the elbows are pulled down, the collarbone is wide. Good, you've got one more here. Side. Now the leg that you're coming off of is straight like a pole, okay? It's not locked because zipping those inner thighs up to squeeze the leg back in to the one that you're coming back onto, okay? The tailbone is reaching back. Keep on one more here, okay? Cool beans. Last one. Good, diagonally back, right? Yeah. Good, take that one moment to get that vertical position, right? Good. So basically we're stepping in a clock-like pattern, okay? So hopefully you have enough room around you. Make sure there's no hidden object that you can accidentally step on. All right, you got 2 more here. How you feeling so far? Draw the hipster belt in. Good, keep the body vertical. We still have to do the reverse one back. I skipped that one there, right leg back. Down, fire through the front leg. Now, here's option 1. We're gonna do 1 more set of these, by the way. Oh, joy. Okay, keep the body vertical. Remember, back leg like it's almost but not quite gonna kneel. But what you wanna do is fire through the front foot to drag the back leg, and you've got 1 more here. You get the front diagonal, right leg crossing over to your left side or left leg crossing over to your right. Now, when it happens, try to keep your body square to me. Are we good? Good, shoulders are open, right? Core is engaged. All right, let's do 2 more here. Good, let's do 1 more here. We got 1 more round, people. Oh yeah. Okay, starting from the front. Strike with the heel and push back. Strike with the heel. I'm gonna show you. We're gonna avoid that hip wonk, yeah? So pull up on the inner thigh of that front leg. Those of you who have taken my Barley Spark class, I know it's like a bad pen, it never comes back. It always comes back. Good, let's take that forward right diagonal. Step softly. Good, push off. Step softly. Push off. Step softly. You want to make sure that you're not overshooting that front knee over that toe, right? So be really careful that you're not overdoing that. Let's do 1 more on that forward diagonal. Watching out for the rug. Directly out to the side. Ha. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Try to spiral the inner thigh in on the leg that's moving out to the side. Yes. Keep the anchoring leg long but not locked. The tailbone reaches back. The chest and heart are reaching forward. All right, let's do 1 more. Right leg back, okay? Reverse. Now your option here is to bring it up. But remember, the focus is really about pushing down into the other legs. Feel that glute squeeze, all right? Yeah? Exhale up. All right, let's do 2 more. Keep the body vertical. Remember, you're trying to kneel, but not quite. Watch the alignment of the front knee that it's not shooting over the toe. Awesome, 1 more here. Right leg crosses to the back. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Good, that's it. Stretch the leg. That's beautiful. Good. Let's do 2 more. Squeeze. Good, body vertical. Yeah, hold those beans up. 1 more. Forward diagonal. You can pick your diagonal now. Push off. Find that 1 moment where you're floating here. It's a nice one. Good, that's it. Body's vertical. Hips or belts is engaged, okay? Think about the articulation of your feet into the floor. Let's do 1 more here. Nice. Good. We're going to come back to parallel. Turn the legs out. All right, 3, 2, 1, and exhale. So what do I mean by turning out? I want you to keep going. First of all, let's turn your beans out so your palms are facing me, okay? The collarbone is wide. When you turn out, it's from your hips. We talked about in previous videos. Keep going, okay? The knees are opening over the big toes and second toes. Your hips or belt has to engage, and your tailbone is still sliding down to that invisible line between the heels. Beans can go here, so down, press up. If you have a heavier can of beans, you can also switch to that, right? But you might want to watch the video first. Press to the heels. Now, you don't want to just think of squeeze the inner thighs together. Fire through your heels. Push the floor away from you, okay? Good. All right, so right here, give me 8. Push down. And so feel your glutes engaged. Feel the back of the knees lengthening but not locking. Collarbone wide. 4 more. 4. And exhale, 3. Draw the hips or belts in. And 2. And 1. As the right heel lifts here, this is fun. You want to think, keep going, rotating the lifted heel forward, at the same time pressing that knee back. And as you're doing that, keep going, 2 more. You're going to feel your butt pockets, which is awesome, okay? Good, change sides, other side. So 8, draw the belly button in, and 7. So if you have a can of beans 2 inches below your belly button, you're drawing it in away from that. This knee wants to roll, and so might that, so you want to be very aware of that. Rotate that heel forward to the lifted leg, press that knee back. Good, stay low right here, so lift and lower, and it's really about pushing down. Now, the thing that happens here is your butt wants to release back. So you're going to draw that hips or belt in, slide that tailbone down, press the knees back. Good, keep the weight more of the balls, the big toes, and the second toes. Hold this last one right here. Give me 8. And 7. How you doing? And 6. And 5. Awesome. Give me 4. Keep the weight over the big toes and second toes. Good. 2 more. And 2. Squeeze the heels together, good. Plie and lengthen, releve. I want you to keep going. I'm gonna back up so you can see my feet, all right? Your cans of beans are still at your chest. Keep going. Elbows are pulling down and back. Do the work in the shoulder blades, but the lower rib cage has to pull in, okay? And up, good. 4 more right here. Plie and lengthen. Squeeze your inner thighs and glutes. You wanna push the floor away from you. And you also want to be careful of not rolling out onto the outside part of your feet. So keep the weight more of your big toes and second toes. All right, so watch this one. So plie, lift the heels and lengthen and lower. Plie, lift the heels and lengthen. Draw the belly button in. You should feel your glutes firing too. Nice, good. Again, good. Plie, lift the heels and lengthen. 4 more times. So as you lift the heels, it's not an excuse for your hips to release back. You still have to stay engaged in the front, right? Press those heels forward. 2 more. Plie, lift the heels. Hey, Robin's loving the turnout. Plie, lift the heel and lengthen is over. Parallel. Plie and lengthen, releve. Cans of beans are down. Don't drop them. Plie. You have 2 heavy bags right alongside the body. The collarbone is wide. Work with the feet. Plie and lengthen. And notice the plie, it's not a squat. My shoulders are not coming forward. Releve. We've done those already, okay? Plie and lengthen, releve, and down. 2 more, as if there's an invisible wall between the knees. Good. Let the toes spread out along the floor. Now, plie, lift the heels, lower, and lengthen. Plie, lift the heels, lower, and lengthen. Draw the hamster belt in, yeah? Don't look at something that's moving. Plie, okay. So, I'm not sure. You might be looking at me. I'm kind of moving. Level gaze. Let's do that, okay? Lower the heels with control. As if you still have an invisible ball between the knees. 1 more. Ti-ti, ba-ba, ba-ba, and awesome. This is an option. If you want to take a long water break, that's fine. I put my cans of beans down, okay? After I do it sideways, you can kind of see here. You want to get the sense of reaching the chest and the heel in the opposite direction, okay? As you reach the chest forward and the tailbone reaches back, it's not about touching the beans. It's about keeping the control on the stance side, which is your left leg on this side as the right heel reaches back. All right, push into the floor, feel the hip muscles engage. I'll turn the other way, keep going. Reaching that heel away from the chest away from the heel. Push down into the floor as you bring yourself back onto that leg. Chest reaches forward, heel reaches forward, arms out to the side. You still have the neck, and fire into the front leg. I know. Now, let's say you're having a problem with balance. We can slide the leg back. Just touch the knee, press into the heel, draw the belly button, open up the hip. That's fine. You can keep your hands on your thighs too, okay? And exhale up. Just feel the work on that hip. We've got 2 more, you guys, right? So you've got lots of choices here. And you're gonna find if you reach too far down, the body rotates, we're gonna end up eating our beans. And exhale up, nice. Changing sides, other sides. Again, the chest is reaching forward, the tailbone is reaching back. This is called the golfer's bend or a variation of it. So it's not about leaning over, it's about lengthening. Yeah, and exhale up. And 3, and we're all gonna have one side that's better than the other, okay? This arm is reaching out to the side, my chest is reaching forward, my heel is reaching back. Good. Again, so the body stays in one piece, the core is engaged. You're gonna feel a lot of work on the standing leg. Lots of options here, right? We can slide that leg along the floor. You're not gonna come down as well, okay? Drive that heel into the floor, open up the hip, okay? We can also take a small bend in the knee if you want, hands on the thighs. And exhale up, lots of options. Again, it's not about the leg going high, it's about the leg reaching back. And exhale up, 3, 2, 1 more. Reach the chest, reach the tailbone, keep the core engaged. And exhale up, 3, 2, awesome. We're back to our beans. At this point, if you're not sure with the head, with your shoulder neck issues, start light. The next time you can graduate up to balls or weights. Okay, I'll still begin the beans, right? Curl up and down, curl up and down. Collarbone is wide. Curl up, the elbows go right along. So now you're gonna feel this is basically nothing, okay? But it's enough. I'm gonna switch to my balls a little bit because I'm a little bit more used to something a little bit more light, heavier. Okay, hold the lesson up there. So squeeze your butt, turn out from your hips. Squeeze your butt, turn out from your hips. Draw the belly button, lengthen through the top of the head, okay? As you're here, keep going with the legs, keep going. Squeeze your butt, turn out from your hips. This is, the upper body's not passive. You got 8 more here. So what you're doing here is the elbows are pulling down and back towards your hips. So the shoulder blades are sliding down into the back, the lower ribs are drawing in. 4 more right here. Give me 4, it's not overly turning out. Those knees need to bend over the big toes and second toes. Hold that last one, the elbows are gonna bend. Elbows are scooping like you're putting on surgical gloves, okay? Arms open from the back. Watch out for the popping ribs. Arms gonna come together, keep the legs squeezing, engaging, and down, okay? So arms go up, gotta keep the legs engaged. All right, draw the rib cage and arms open out to the side. All right, I know, I'm going really slow, so I wanna make sure you're getting it, okay? And then it's down, 3, on 5, 6, 7, and it's up. And open right from the back. Keep the legs engaged. And down again, down to go up. Good, and open. Keep the rib cage pulled in. And down, yeah. We can add a plie here. And open, and another plie here, right? And down. Again, remember it's not dumping on the plies. Those knees are pressing open. Those legs are squeezing together. So as we add the dynamics of the lower body, we have to really think about stabilizing with the core, okay? So they're not popping our ribs forward and sticking our butt out. Shoulders stay down. So if your shoulders are starting to jack up, take a break, all right? Otherwise, we can do releve, right? Releve up. This one's a little tricky, guys, yeah? Good, and lengthen, and lower. So as the arms go up, heels rise. Plie and releve. Watch the rib. Squeeze the legs together. And lower. Good. Draw that hips are belted. Push down to go up. I know. Plie. And lengthen. And lower. So you want to make sure that you're not arching backwards. That's going to be trouble, right? I know. And lower. So draw that rib cage in. Draw the hips are belted. And lengthen, right? Draw the rib cage in. And lower. Awesome. One more. Releve. Or you can do the plie again, right? Press back without popping the ribs. And learn to swing your heels as you lean forward. The chest is reaching forward. The tailbone is reaching back. The elbows are behind your hips. 4 more. Good. And 3. We're going to feel the upper back and then the triceps. 8 more right here. So where are you looking? I know you're looking at me. But try to find a spot on the floor that's a neutral position. So the back of the neck is long. You got 4 more here. And the neck is an extension of the spine, okay? All right, arms are parallel to the thighs. Now remember, we did this warm up. And down. It's not about thrusting those elbows back so that your tailbone releases and your rib cage reaches forward. Okay, nice and slow. Keep that focus on the floor. I know. Don't drop your balls or your beans. You can add a releve if you want to. It's not necessary, okay? Think of that invisible ball between the knees. More of the weight over the big toes and second toes. We're going to do 1 more here. Put your hands on your thighs. Take your legs a little wider. Inhale, arch. And exhale, roll. Inhale, arch. And now you already know, elbows and tailbone reaching back, chest is reaching forward. Let's do 1 more here. Inhale, arch. And good. Again, so you're in a parallel position. Knees are squeezing together. Elbows are reaching back. We've done this before. We're going to add the second set here, all right? Give me 4 more. 3. Reach that chest forward so the shoulders are not hiking up to the ears. We start to slide the right leg back. I want you to keep going. This is not the reason to let your tailbone go. You've got to get that tailbone to actively reach the back heel. 4 more. You've got to engage on the inner thigh of the front leg so you're not sinking into that left hip, okay? You can leave the foot down and you start to float the heel right to the wall behind you. 2 more. Reach that chest. Hold this one. Flock of seagulls. You want to make sure you're not looking up or down. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Keep that heel reaching to the back. Feel your glutes engaging, right? Nice long neck here. Optional plie. Now, if this is trouble for you, you can put the foot down. You got 4 more here, right? You got this. And down. It's so important when you're hinging forward from your hips to keep the core engaged. Or you can do 1 arm, right? And down. 1 more. And down. So as you start to bring the knee in, the arms alongside the body, don't panic. Strongly push down into the supporting foot. The shoulders are over the hips. Reach that leg forward out for the heel. You got this one, right? Good, and down, nice. Okay, so inhale, arch, and exhale, roll. Woo, almost dropped the ball. Inhale, arch, and exhale. Obviously, with the heavier the weights get, the more challenging it is. So I want you to feel free to change the weights as you need to. Different muscle groups are going to require different things, right? If you're tight in the upper body, knees are bending, yeah? Elbows are reaching back, third side. Chest is reaching forward. You got to do the side, okay? So you might find you have to work lighter here and heavier in others. That's fine, okay? Core is engaged. Keep going. This leg starts to slide back. That would be your left leg now, okay? Now remember, it's not about the tailbone reaching up. Keep going. 4 more. Slide that tailbone to the back heel. Draw the hamstring belt in. Pull up on the inner thigh of the stance leg, okay? You can leave it there. Float the heel. 8. Good. And 7. You want to drive that heel to the wall behind you as you reach that chest forward, okay? Good. 4 more here. Give me 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Now, flop opposites, nice and slow. Keep the neck, right? You want a neck here. You can add a small plie. Remember that left glute is firing because that heel is driving to the wall behind you. Your focus is down. The options here, if it's too much for you, you've got 4 more. Otherwise, you can do a double arm here. Core is engaged, tailbone reaching back. Or you can do a single arm, right? All right, good. 2 more. Your choice, okay? Last one. Ba, 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 ba. Arms are going to go down as you bring the knee of the back leg in. Keep the tailbone reaching back. Now bring your shoulders back over your hips. Strongly push down into supported, but eyes are straight ahead. Reach that heel out. Good. And down. That was really good. Legs together. Hands. We're going to put your hands to the front of your hips, right? Squeeze your butt turn after your hips. About 2 inches below your belly button. Now remember when you turn out, there's no butt rocking back here. The turn is truly from the muscle in your hips. Hold that last one there. Now, palms are up. You're going to hug the moon, shoulders stay down, lower ribs draw in, and then bring it down. Switch your weights if you need to, okay? I'm going to back up a little bit. As you hug the moon, arms going up slightly in front of the head and down. Keep the legs engaged. Squeeze those legs together. Draw the hips or belts in. As the arms go up, shoulder blades down, no neck, right? You want to keep the neck. Draw the rib cage in so we're not popping the ribs. Arms are slightly forward. Yeah. Okay, good. And down. Okay, so we're going to add on here. So hug the moon. Arms go out. Pinkies come together. Squeeze the legs and out, okay? So hug the moon and arms go out. And pinkies in. Feel what's going on in the body here. And out. So as the arms go up, you got to draw the rib cage in. Arms go out, all right? As the arms come forward, you want to lean back, but you got to keep the core engaged, okay? Legs are engaged. Slide that tailbone down actively to the invisible line between the heels. We're going to add on. Let's add the plie. So hug the moon. No neck, right? You keep the shoulders out of it, yes? And arms go out. So let's say your shoulders start to jack up. Switch back to your beans and no weights, right? Or take a break. And out again. And keep the legs engaged, right? You can also do this without the plie. That's not a problem. Yeah, or you can do the plie. You've got 1 more at the plie, right? Draw the rib cage in. And pinkies in. Oh, here it comes releve, right? So releve. And arms go out. Releve again. Squeeze the legs together. And lower. Good. So draw the rib cage and keep the weight forward on the feet. It wants to roll back to the pinky toes. No. And down. I'll turn sideways. Draw the rib cage in. Keep the weight forward on the feet. Now, as the arms come forward, draw that rib cage in because you want to lean back. I know it. 1 more. Releve. And arms go out. And pinkies in. And thumbs go out. Awesome. Let's roll it out. Nice. How are you feeling? Are we good? All right. Let's do 4 more here. Give me 4 more. 4. And exhale 3. And exhale 2. And exhale roll. Good. I'm going to ask you to put the weights down, all right? Nice and easy. Reach that tailbone back. Good. All right. Oh, wait. Pick it back up. Wait. Put it back down. Reach that tailbone back. Good. Oh, wait. Pick it back up. Good. Oh, put it on the ceiling. There it is. Okay. Put it back down. That's it. Wait, pick it back up. Push it into the ceiling on the diagonal. Turn sideways. Put it back down. Tailbone reaches back. Long spine. We're not curling under. Drive that foot into the floor. As your arm goes up, shoulder blade down into the back. Okay, let's do 1 more here. Tailbone reaches back. Long spine. Right. And then put it up. Okay. I know. Put it on the floor. You can leave it there, it's okay. And up, okay? So the movement of the arm is this, okay? The shoulder stays down, chest is reaching forward. And up, and then it's gonna push away for you onto the ceiling, okay? On the diagonal. We're gonna pick it up this time. In, good, and push. And down, nice and easy. You're gonna put it down, long spine. Oh wait, pick it back up. Good, and push, stabilize, right? And in, good. Hips are going back, right? Good, push into that left leg. And up, and down. Let's do one more here, okay? Tailbone reaching back. And up, and down. Awesome, all right. We're gonna take a break here, and I'm gonna take it to another video for the ball component, the other ball, bigger ball thing, okay? But awesome job so far, so hang on, here we go.